tell me what you represent?
I represent District 70 here in the House of Representatives, which is any direction, east or west, when you leave the Capitol, you're in a district that I'm pleased to represent for the last 24 years. One of the great privileges of my life, and communities is like Georgetown and Bellhaven and Shady Oaks and Midtown. I represent right now the Cherry Road area. I'm giving that up in the new redistricting, but I represent downtown Jackson and surrounding communities.
All right, can you tell me some more about what's going on within the new year, with it being 2015?
Well, I hope Mississippi is beginning to make progress. We have the opportunity to make progress in some things. We have about $578 million left in the budget, in which we could do some things with debt last and everything as far as the issues of progress and quality of life, so we could make a dent in that. But
Yeah.
I'm afraid that we're going to talk about how to give that back to the taxpayers and how to do other things that looks good politically.
Is it possible that any of that 78 million can go into education?
578 million. I would like to see all of it go into education at some point. I'd like to also see the lottery established so that we can pay for education for students with a qualifying to get into colleges. We could, with one lottery, we could pay for all higher education for all our students who, with the academic standings to get in college, and get past admission office. That should be a goal. They got that in Georgia. We should also establish other scholarship funds that would allow our specialty schools in medicine and dental, where we got health manpower shortage. We could attach scholarship program to bring that to an end. We could do so much if we just use a little vision. We could make a quantum leap toward progress if we could get our heads out the sand.
All right, you're talking about a vision. So what is your vision for the state of Mississippi?
My vision, my hope is that today we understand that and that somebody begin to listen. I hope the 99ers keep on raising sand. I hope the people keep on pointing out that there's some groups out to hold us back. I hope we take our eyes off of the puppets and go to looking at the puppet masters who are benefiting from that 1%. And I hope that we decide that we're going to stand for liberty, and I hope we're going to say that you and I as individuals and the Constitution was of the people, by the people, and that corporations are not people. I hope we establish that so we can get back on the right track. See, greed has overwhelmed us, and so somehow very soon I hope we take our, not the teabaggers away or the right wingers away, but the folks who believe in the dignity and the progress and of mankind. I hope once again we step forward and say this is our country.
And I remember earlier you were telling me about a quote by Frederick Douglass that related to the system today. Can you tell me more about that quote?
Let me make sure I heard you again. Say that again.
I remember earlier you were telling me about a quote said by Frederick Douglass. Can you tell me more about that quote?
Well, the quote that comes to mind is, we want these progressive things to happen, and we want them to happen yesterday, but we don't want to do anything about it. We don't want any noise made about it. So Frederick Douglass said that a person who wants progress without turmoil and organization is like a man who wants rain without thunder and lightning. It's just not going to happen.
And you were also talking about 10% and the 90%, correct?
Right, but you know, we got to be honest about it. The education system that we had so long was a Harvard plan, and it was designed only to save 10% of our people. Save all of theirs, but only 10% of ours. And it worked. The 10% of our people are doing extremely well, and 90% is still catching hell. You know, and we're still living in these domestic colonies around, which is constantly drained and never replenished. So when it happens, we can't do anything but deteriorate. But still, as the great poet from Arkansas said, but in spite of all this, you're a typical example that still we rise.
That's right. So do you have any words or any message that you would like to send to the state of Mississippi or your constituents?
Open your eyes toward a brighter future. We don't have to be dead last in everything good and first in everything bad. We can lead this nation and the world and stop wagging the tail like a dog running backwards.
And I would like to thank you for the interview, and also I would like to thank you for all of the support that you have given to Jackson State and universities in Mississippi. Is there any ways that Jackson State and other universities can receive more support from people such as yourself?
Just jump on the bandwagon, because you know I'm for Go Tigers. You know, I'm for the Sonic Boom and all those other things that mean JSU to us, and you know, we just have to keep on insisting and participating. That's the point. We have to insist on a better day. You know, this is the last thing I want to say. We got to remember, everybody, that our weapon for mass change is the vote, and we have to